Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Running from the gun, Johnson. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On the set, Mike 29. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Set, hut. Hey, no. Mike 58, right there. You can't block me. You can't block me.
First down, Brissett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Get wide.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Go.
They run with Hines. Breaks the tackle, now with Allen. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts' 45-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And an alley to run. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Murray. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Murray. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
At the 14-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Here I come. Here I come. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. 66. Pull it. Half.
On first down, Harden. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Brissett. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Set, hut. Hey, number 58, the money.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Check 24. Check 24.
On third down, it's Hines. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hurry up. Throw it on it.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58.
A first down throw for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it.
Complete to Dion King. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Get him, boy.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check three.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Open man is Kirk, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray looking deep for Julio. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hines. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
That's good. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Double up. He's coming, double up. At 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to the left.
On first and 10, Brissett into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down, it's Johnson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Murray going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get back within a single point now. It's 11-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Brissett. That one into the hands of Kane. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
This is Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Joker, 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 Joker. Tighten up.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray coming into the week. He's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down 6 at the 45-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Roberts got it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast of Magic, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
81. Come on. 58. Come on.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Come on. It's going to be a long day.
Shift.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. It's complete, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 26. Switch it.
Now it's Hines.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
15 running. Right there. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett, the completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Brissett sets to throw it. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Go. Slam.
Here's Brissett. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Murray to throw. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Murray now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the ends. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Brissett, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hines. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Indianapolis, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line,